All right, here's the deal. Let's start with saying that these wines were already ridiculously cheap for the value they provided. Then let's say we make them even ridiculously cheaper. And then we say, oh, well, let's age them in a temperature-controlled warehouse for like 8 or 9 years for you too. Does that sound like a deal? It does sound like a deal, but with the caveat of, well, the wines have to be good, don't they? So here's the deal. The supplier rep came in, I got a couple opportunities for you. They always say, opportunity. And we're like, yeah, sure, buddy, opportunity, whatever. And although he's a nice guy, good friend, he knows his wines. So we're like, okay, let's try them. And the first wine he poured was the Domaine de Babbio Minervois 2012. Not a misprint, 2012. Okay, well, the importer for this wine apparently had gotten maybe less interested in selling it. I don't know, distracted, squirrel, or whatever, and put themselves in a situation where they had, a bit of this in the warehouse. And so we're like, 2012, huh? We're like, bro, are you sure? Because even we had some reservations. This is Minervois, this is the Languedoc, and the wines of the Languedoc are wonderful. Incredible values, one and all, one of the great honey holes of fine, delicious wine on planet Earth. That wasn't the issue. It was like, okay, it's like 12 years old. That was more the issue. So we're like, he's like, no, you're gonna love it. And then we said, okay, we'll be the judge of that, when we got all like, triple, wine guy on them and did the whole, And then that's what we did. And when we did this, we were like, bro, like wine, man. Like, you never know till you open the bottles. Bottle to bottle, vintage to vintage. You never know till you open the bottles. And he cracked this one and it's perfect. Fully mature, 60 Syrah, 40 Carignan. The Carignan's gonna come from old vines. And the thing here is these old vine Carignans produce remarkable wines. And for years, the Languedoc and the Roussillon were continue to be this breadbasket area where all these tons of these $5, $6, $8 wines, box wines, etc., come out into the market. And a lot of them hit. A lot of them are really exquisite, but we can only sell so many of them because this market is not familiar with the Languedoc Roussillon wines, which that's our job to explain to them. And we've been trying to explain since the 1990s, actually, and with varying success. But what this wine does is it says, yes, these wines can do this, right? Did I catch that fly? I missed it. Anyway, it says, yes, this wine can do it. And we were flummoxed. We were beside ourselves. So we said, okay, dude, you got us. We'll take all that. And he's like, whoa, God, thanks, you guys, da-da-da. He's like, okay, we'll try this one. So we're like, okay. Domaine du Mas Becha, Côtes de Roussillon, Classique, Roussillon. So now we're heading south from Minervois. Both these in the south, right? So like on the French map, you got that little turn right there. You got Montpellier. Like Minervois is almost like it'll touch northwest of Montpellier. And then when you head due south, basically heading to the Spanish border, you bump into the Roussillon. This is the northern foothills of the Pyrenees Mountains. And this is a classic Côte de Roussillon here. This is 60 Syrah, 40 Grenache. So I said, well, here, try this. And it's like, there's no way in hell. Well, first of all, he showed us a vintage like 2013. Like, bro, what's up? Why are these wines still here? And it's remarkable. And so we're like, okay, there's no way you can go 2 for 2 on 2 12-plus-year-old value Languedoc wines. There's no way you can go 2 for 2. And so we stuck our faces in the glass and, well, damn, 2 for 2. Both of these wines, exquisite, right? The Carignan here gives you a little more bones in the center, and the Minervois has a little more of that Garrigue character, that classic French Garrigue character, the rosemary, the lavender, the thyme, the natural scrub that grows around the vines that gives this wine a wonderful level of complexity. The Roussillon is more set in its ways with its classic slate and granitic soil. So Here you get the minerals, but you also get a little richer palate feel because that Grenache gives you a little more density. This is rich Grenache. It's very sunny down in the Roussillon. We've opened multiple bottles of both of these, and they've all been banging. Just delicious. I mean, look at the corks. This was never intended to be a 20-year wine, right, or a 15-year wine. You got a little particle aggregate cork here, nothing fancy, but in great shape. Here you got a plastic cork. These wines weren't trying to be Lafite. They were just trying to provide you a big, honest glass of French country wine, under 20 bucks, full pop, and not complicate matters. Now, the importer complicated the matters by storing these wines in ideal conditions, never moving them, and then putting them out into the market at a substantially lower price. And that was the last part. So we haggled the guy who was like, okay, you're 2 for 2, and we'll take all of them, but we need this price to make it happen. And I don't think they were in a position to bargain too much. You know what I mean? Who on the planet would be stupid enough to buy decade-old Languedoc wines to sell? Well, us. But we're not that stupid. We're kind of good at what we do. So what you have here, you have a situation where, again, grand theft, 2 brilliant wines with bottle age, drinking perfectly, giving you that classic Southern Rhone experience. I've had Chateauneufs that are 10 years old that are not this good. A few of them, actually. Story for another time. But both these wines are completely banging today. Your choice, 10 bucks. There's less than 200 bottles of each of them. So I would say don't dally. For all of you classic French beautiful wine drinkers, organically farmed. This guy's organic. This guy's organic. Look at the BO thing. This one, Decanter World Wine Awards back in 2015. I mean, 10 bucks. What?